gonna ramp up the sailing GPU, head sail. Let's do it! Are you okay with that, first mate?
First mate?
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
We're going through this tight cut here. I hope that the current is running with us and not against us.
Rev it up, Big Daddy.
It was this pirate Brokeback Mountain situation going on over here. Uh-oh, this isn't looking good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing here is two cruisers off the beaten path. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sailing GBU. Today, we are going sailing. It is a beautiful day out in the BVI, and we are heading to Peter Island. Peter Island, I think, was one of those islands that pirates went to. Probably all these islands were pirates, but it's supposed to be super beautiful. I don't know, is it a busy island?
I'm sure it's busy, but the season has slowed down a little bit, but I'm sure that Peter Island is one of the more busier spots. So
we're going to check it out. We're going to show you guys, is this an island that you got to stop at if you're on your BVI vacation? And we're going to see what it's all about. We're also hopefully going to hit the Indians, which is a very popular, known dive spot, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the West Indies, so it better be a nice spot named the Indians. The wind is light today, but hopefully that makes for some comfortable sailing, even if it is slow. We won't know till we get out of this channel. Maybe it's blowing 40 miles an hour.
And it's 100,000 degrees out, just so that you know.
Man, it's getting summertime now, and when the wind calms down, it's great. It's so calm, and like all these really cool anchorages that normally would be like pretty exposed. But boy, oh boy, it broils. It broils.
All right, we're gonna put our headsets on, we're gonna turn the motor on, and we're gonna pull up the engine. Are you okay with that, first mate?
First mate?
If you don't call the captain a first mate, are you really even living?
Listen, you're gonna call me a first mate one time, and it's gonna be the last time.
All right.
I'm the ow, ow.
What? That was a pat on the back of support.
You can't hit your crew. You can't hit the first mate, crap. All right, yeah, sounds good. Let's do it. Alright, so we're leaving the east side of Guana Island, Great Guana Key, whatever it's called. And it was really cool. It was the first time we've experienced in the BVI an anchorage all to ourselves for 2 or 3 days where nobody was really around. We got to feel that seclusion that you feel in some of the more off the beaten path paradise places. So that was really cool. You know, we got to have the whole place to ourselves for a few days, and it was nice. But now we're going to probably one of the most crowded anchorages in the BVI, so it's going to be feast or famine. We're going through this tight cut here. I hope that the current is running with us and not against us, because it's pretty narrow in here.
It's time to open the sails on this beautiful day, and we're gonna ramp up the sailing GPU, head sail. Let's do it! I don't know why I'm so amped up, but I am. If I can remember how, it's been a while for me. This, and I let this go back. And it's open. Yeah.
You going full sail with it?
I think so.
Okay. There is hardly any wind, so the more sail the better. Well done, big sailor.
Well, you don't want to get rusty, and I think I was getting rusty, so Thanks to all my haters who tell me in the comments that I don't know what I'm doing ever, and what happens if Matt dies, will I be able to save myself? Guess what? I'm resilient. I can survive anywhere. All right, we are finally sailing, and it feels good, doesn't it?
Finally sailing, and it feels so good.
Today's a beautiful day, and it just feels so good to be in the BVI. We've been having so much fun.
The BVI is a great place. I'm excited for Peter Island. It's the last few of the islands that we're going to be going to. I don't know who's Peter, who it's named after. Is it named after St. Peter? Is it named after Peter
wasn't
Pan?
Peter, but it was...
I know it was named after a Peter.
I don't remember the story. I looked it up earlier, but a lot of people lived on this island, like Christopher Columbus at one point, and other Blackbeard or something.
Man,
no, Blackbeard left people on the island when he was done with them. They did something bad and he wanted to get rid of them, so he left them stranded on the island.
Dang, he swashbuckled them on Peter Island?
Is that what swashbuckling is?
I don't know, but they probably didn't have no females on there, so that's why they named it Peter Island. Them old boys were stuck out there and making love.
I don't think you should say that.
It probably wasn't making love either. It was a pirate Brokeback Mountain situation going on over here back in the day, so I don't know how I derailed for that. My dad would get mad for me talking like that. He'd say, "You're weird, bro." And I'd say, "Dad, it's not weird. It's just history." Sometimes history is weird.
You made all that up. Guys, it's come time to tack. So we're tacking into the anchorage, and I'm gonna do it, and we're gonna see how it goes.
Okay, make sure you're going at least 3 miles an hour.
2.7 knots.
Okay, that's fine. 2.5, 3 knots. You don't want to.
You just can't feel it the wind, Matt?
You just don't want to go below that when you try to tack.
I can feel the wind.
Oh, my bad. You knew you were in there?
I know that this is a good speed.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna let this line out. Okay. And now I'm gonna turn. Another line in. Okay. All right, it's going, people. Yeah! 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 Yeah!
All right, so we're getting ready to start the motor to pull into the anchorage. It is a morning field, but I do think there's a little sliver of sand that I found on Google Maps that I'll be able to anchor in. Looks a little deep, but it should be okay. Looking pretty good bottom.
That's what she said.
Hey-oh. The anchor stuck good. It was working well for me, but I have to go dive in and look. When the weather and the water is this beautiful though, it's not as much of a chore to dive in and check the anchor. So yeah, I'm gonna run down there, make sure I am in sand and I'm not in rock. So yeah.
Plus it's hot. You might as well cool down.
Yeah, I'm gonna cool down, and you know what? I'm gonna take you with me. So if you never swam down 25, 30 feet to look at an anchor before, you get to check that off your list today.
Guys, there's a ton of birds, and so if you hear seagulls yelling, those aren't sound effects. I don't know why they're all yelling at our boat, probably because Matt fed them earlier. But we are now leaving and we're going to explore the island. I don't know if there's much to do here. There was a spa and resort, which obviously we weren't probably gonna go to, but it's closed. It did have like a beach bar, so I don't think that's gonna be open, but we're gonna go adventure and see what it does have, because there is boats here, so there has to be something here. Rev it up, Big Daddy.
I learned this the other day. I kept wondering what this thing was for, and I just clipped my ball into it for my fuel line, and I'm guessing that's what it must be for. I don't know if that's what it's for. That's what I use it for. Oh my God, birds pooped all over the side of my thing.
That's what you get for feeding them.
Worth it.
Once it goes in, it comes out.
Worth it. That's why you always have yourself a dinghy sponge. Uh-oh, this isn't looking good.
Well, it looks like they closed this island down. It looks like it's getting a lot of repairs. I think it had hurricane damage or something like that it said online, but I was hoping it was going to be open by now because it said 2023. But clearly it is not. So Peter Island doesn't have many attractions. The water's beautiful though.
Yeah, Peter Island's going to be a future attraction. I'm sure it looks really pretty what they're building, and I'm sure it'll be another great attraction for the limitless bank accounts of the BVI visitors one day. Though, like, none of the broke boys gonna be chilling up in here. But you never know. I might come here for a cocktail when I'm a little older in life.
Alright, so Matt says this is called Dead Man's Chest, and it looks like a giant rock. It comes out of the ocean, really cool. It looks straight out of Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Like if the pirate boat was sailing by it.
Yeah, I feel like there could be a secret cave that we could pull the whole dinghy into and find treasures untold. But we're probably not going to do that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing here is two cruisers off the beaten path. We found this weird dock, and we're tying our dinghy up, and we're gonna go exploring on Dead Man's Island.
Yep, we didn't see any signs that said no trespass, so they said you down to trespass them. Okay, so we found a shooting range here.
That's what that dock's for, so people can shoot things.
Come here and go. And this is a British Virgin Island. They need to practice their shooting, because I remember last time they had a little duke out with the old US of A. They wasn't slinging them bullets in the right direction. America.
All right, we officially have pretty much searched the whole island around, and there's nothing on this island besides stuff that floats up from the ocean that people leave. Shoes, plastic stuff, fishing nets, but the coolest thing we found, I'm about to show you right now. What do you guys think?
Should I take it back to the boat and salvage it? Have ourselves a deck. What are these things called?
Beanbag.
Beanbag chair, like all the cool kids. It's kind of stinky though.
Is there any logos on it?
We can look. But Kristen wasn't telling the truth. We did find treasure. I found one right foot sandal. So I got that going for me. Let's see.
I just wanted to know if there's like a boat logo on it, or someone would say, hey, that's mine.
Hey, come back and get it. Well, I can guarantee you this did not fall off of a monohull. So, all you catamaran Carls, be proud of your friends that litter.
It's all probably a super yacht.
Litterers!
All right, guys, it's the crack of dawn. It's already, I think, 7 a.m. We tried to wake up earlier at 6, but this is the time we got. We are heading to the Indians. There's only a few mooring balls at this location. It's a small spot with rock formations that you snorkel around, and we're gonna try to get a mooring. Hopefully we can get there. If not, we'll have to circle around and wait. People don't snorkel all day, so I'm sure we'll be fine. Matt's grabbing the stern anchor right now, so we are gonna be off. It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited to see what it's gonna be all about.
So we're all getting ready in the morning and we're watching this group pull up their catamaran anchor, and it's pretty funny, you know, not funny, but funny to us. It's really calm here this morning, so you can hear everything that everyone's saying on every boat hack. People can hear everything you ever say any time unless the wind's blowing 30. But so they're pulling it up and there was a problem, and then everyone starts screaming, whoa, 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 whoa. And then the captain, the driver, whoever, screams, don't just say whoa, tell me directions left or right. And the guy goes, backwards. And then they just said, okay, and they sorted it out, and now they're getting up and they're leaving. But it was pretty funny. It's always funny when you go through the stresses of anchoring and unanchoring and all that sort of thing like that, and then you watch other people do it and struggle and miss mooring balls. It just makes you realize that we're all out here boating, and none of us are very good at it, but for some reason we all got boats these days, and we just get to have a great time yelling at our friends and our family. And Kristen was like,
if you yelled at me like that and said, don't just say whoa, say direction, no. I would have shut down. And
Kristen said something about, like, they could probably hear when you yell at me like that, and I said, I never yell at you like that. And she was like, yeah, you're right, I would shut down completely if you yelled at me like that. And I said, yeah, Kristen, but what's funny is you can yell at me like that though when you're just communicating, but God forbid I ever yell at my lady. So yeah, there's that. Fun in the morning and great way to start the day. Got about 3 miles to go. We're going 4.8, 5.2, so we'll be there 30-40 minutes, something like that. No less than 30 minutes, no more than an hour, and you know, then we'll be ready to snorkel. Alright, so if you plan on cruising and you cruise these rich cruising grounds, there's always this awkward thing that happens when there's a lot of catamarans around, because catamarans have like different decks and different layers, and they're really wide, so, and they usually have multiple people on them. In this area, you pass pretty close by people. You can see the whites of their eyes and stuff, so what happens, it's kind of funny, is like you sit there and you're passing, one person will wave. Let's say the person on top waves at you, and you wave at that person back. You know, just a simple, hey, how you doing? And then the person on the bottom, sitting like on the deck, will see you wave at the captain, but they can't see each other. So then that person thinks you're waving at them, and then they wave at you. But for me, I refuse to wave twice. So I'm basically just out here on the open seas burning people, because the second person that waves to me like this, they just get this right here. They just get. So they think I'm probably like the biggest.
I wave to everyone.
You can't just sit there and wave and wave and wave.
I double hand wave sometimes.
Whenever she hits him with the Forrest Gump. You basically hand wave whenever we're trying to.
Saying, hey, we're on a boat, and we are too.
All right, people, the Indians are in sight. It looks like there's 4 boats there. I'm not sure how many mooring balls are there, but it looks cool. I can't wait to get there. I think that's Norman's Island right there. We still haven't been there either. That has Willie T's. So put it down in the comments below if you want us to hit that up. But today's gonna be a fun day. We're coming about the Indians, and we see a good amount of mooring balls that we think are for boats. They could just be for dinghies, you never know. So we're gonna go around it and check it out. But then I'm gonna grab that mooring ball with my stick, like mamma jamma, out of the, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna grab the mooring ball.
Alright guys, so we're all moored up. We're ready to dive the world famous 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians. And this is supposed to be some world-class epic snorkeling. People won't shut up about it. Every single person I meet in the Bevis is always like, have you been to the Indians yet? Oh my god. So we're gonna see.
Alright guys, it was worth the hype. It was awesome snorkeling, and for us that means a lot. There was all different layers, so if you're at any level of snorkeling you can see stuff. Tons of fish, tons of coral, tunnels, caves, birds. There was like baby boobies. I shouldn't say that out loud.
Yeah,
like
we
baby
were thinking
booby
about,
birds.
yeah. Not something you want to talk about at the bar later and say, wow, those baby boobies were so cute. I really love those baby boobies. So definitely going to end up on the
baby booby
FBI
birds
list.
on the thing.
There's a bird called a booby if
But
you've
it
never been
was
to the
awesome,
Caribbean.
right?
Yeah, there was all sorts of different nesting birds. I was going to rock climb and do a sweet backflip for y'all, but then I was like, I don't want to disturb these nesting birds, obviously. I don't want to get in big trouble and go to jail, prison. So, yeah, it was awesome. I would say some of the top-notch
10 out of 10.
Yeah, in the Caribbean. If you're here, you gotta stop by. I sound like all the other doofuses that are.
Yeah, it was worth the hype.
Yeah, it definitely lives up to it.
It's filling up. All the boats are flying in. Everyone's trying to get a spot at this wonderful spot to snorkel, and we're gonna get the F out of here. It's a little scary because there's boats all around, but it should be fine. We'll just let go of the mooring and then reverse if we have to and motor out. Right, Matt? It's gonna be great.
Yep, pro tip, get here early.
Sailing back to the anchorage. This has been a very fun trip. Peter Island's cool and the Indians was the coolest. I'm hyped on it. I wish that was like a spot that we could pretty much sit there all day, snorkel, go eat lunch, then go back and snorkel more in the evening, but it's a very busy place. It'd be rude to just hog the mooring ball there.
All day.
So I'm glad we got there though when we did early, so you want to get there early, and anyone can go there. People that just float on the top, people that dive low, all different depths. It's great. So, and it's hard for us to say 10 out of 10. So
10 out of 10 snorkeling. It was great. It was really fun, beautiful, easy access for the mooring. Just pull up, grab it, jump in the water, get in, get out. So it's great for that. But we might come back to the Indians again. I kind of want to like pull up with my underwater light to one of those moorings at nighttime and do it, because I think that'd be cool, and then like dive around and maybe it'll pull all the cool fish in. I don't know. I just think that would be fun. So let me know in the comments if I should go out there and do that one of these days. But yeah.
One of these days. We only got one more island to go in the BVI. We're probably going to go to Norman's and Willie T's so you can take your blouse off.
I'm going to pull them out. I'm pulling them out and I'm going to shake them.
So make sure you guys hit subscribe if you're new to our channel. We got a lot of fun stuff coming, and we're almost done with the BVI. So this has been a big trip for us. We know a lot about it. We can share a lot of facts. I saw a lot of comments saying they wanted to see that guide. So it may be coming. I'm gonna have to organize something there. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you check out our t-shirts. Are you getting a new t-shirt going, Matt, in the works? The flamingo tee?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Maybe I need to do like a BVI mashup t-shirt, Conch Island with a flamingo on top of it. You know, I'm pretty creative. And I'll say the BVI, at first it started with the hardships because it was a kind of a culture shock of just how outrageously expensive everything is here. But once I got past that, it's a beautiful place. And I do believe the British Virgin Islands has forever changed who I am as a person. So I need to be thankful for that and, you know, move on with my life and come up with a cool t-shirt design from it.
And make sure you guys sign up on Patreon if you guys want to see our real-time updates. We are a little bit ahead now. We have things planning for this summer, you'll find out over there if you want to know. Anything else you gotta say?
That's it. Call your mom, send your mom some flowers, and you know, call your dad, tell him that he's all right too, and that you love him, and you know, that's that.
All right, see you guys next episode. Bye.